During COVID last year, it put many of us through the ringer. For a lot of us, it was our first time ever experiencing e learning for the first time. And it was for an extended period of time that not many people enjoyed. Have you actually ever e learned for real? If so, I'm immensely glad because it was such a good opportunist moment for many of us that just didn't take the opportunities that were handed to us, legitimately handed to us. Hi, I'm Lucas Carlisle from Dual Credit Speech, and I'm here to show you my extensive research on the following topic: e learning. I believe that e learning is for the better and not for the worse, but since it requires students to have amazing time management as well as great responsibility, you can already see the problem there. But the easy solution is avoiding procrastination at all turns and more communication from peers to teachers. Imagine if you could work anywhere, anytime. Let's start with time management and responsibility problems with students. Students aren't always the best with time management. In many instances, they tend to procrastinate overly much. A quote by Susanna Loeb: in the online setting, students may have more distractions and less oversight, which can reduce their motivation. Students aren't used to planning out their own schedules. For many of them, just like me, it's their first time. A quote by Sandra Tam: in many cases, the students are left to fend for themselves during their learning activities without anyone constantly urging them on towards their learning goals. Students taking e-learning courses will find that they are often required to learn difficult materials in a comfortable home setting without any of the added pressure normally associated with traditional colleges and even schools. In addition to these points, online learning was supposed to help students develop independence and time management skills, but it evidently failed. A quote by David A. Cook: web based learning is purported to facilitate individualized instruction, but this is currently more vision than reality. More communication between students and teachers would evidently solve this huge problem. Teaching students time management by talking to them and teaching them how to plan out their schedule on an average day. A quote here by Sandra Tam: additionally, face to face communication with professors can be substituted with online communication, and peer to peer activities should be promoted between online students similarly as it would be in traditional classrooms. Zooms, all other services that are provided by every school, whether it be different or not. You need to take advantage of these. If you start to fall behind, do not let it happen. Immediately accelerate your pace. Do not slow down or stay at a normal rate. In order to catch up before everyone leaves you in the dust, you have to accelerate your speed at which you are working. Take more time into your working. Ask for more Zooms for your teachers or any other services that are provided. Procrastination is a killer on online learning. It is hugely what ends up making people fail. If you procrastinate during online learning, there is no way you're going to actually pass the classes that you are in. That is just how it is. Online learning cannot go on with procrastination in the presence. The number one reason people fail online learning is simply because they say, oh, I'll do it later, repeatedly and repeatedly. Or they find something they want to do that's more fun. But just because it's fun doesn't mean that you should ignore it until the very last second. We all have things we don't enjoy doing every single day of our lives. It's better to get used to this fact when you're younger rather than later in life. Now that we've reviewed the solutions to this, let's move on to imagining scenarios. Imagine if you could walk into a Starbucks and work for your job and for schoolwork. With the time you don't have taken up by school because of online learning, you don't have that traditional 8 hours a day where you're at school. And you can really take advantage of that. Imagine if you had a job, a steady income, and then after your job, you spent the time that you planned out working on your multiple classes. You could stay caught up in school with having a steady income. while being only a teenager or in college. These are both amazing factors. And imagine if you could use every ounce of that time to have a purpose. Not just one part of it or most of it, all of it to having a purpose. If you want to maximize your efficiency, you can simply take your regular classes, having an online job, having a job, not just an online job, and then taking extra classes like coding or whatever suits your specific career. Maybe a specific class that's going to help you with the career or path you want to follow and help you get ahead in life rather than earlier. So now, to conclude these various points, I believe that online learning is superiorly advantageous. But since it requires students to have great time management and great responsibility, it proposes a problem. But this problem is easily solved with simply more communication from peers to students to teachers, all the way to avoiding procrastination at every turn it comes. I would like to compel all of you in this class to take an online course, whether it be something simple or hard or funny. Do it. I encourage you because it may just open your eyes to a new world of e-learning.